How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and this is the free demo for the upcoming action-adventure RPG Toasty, where you get to play as a cute little marshmallow character. Here we are, sleeping away under masks that look like they came straight out of Mojos from Banjo-Kazooie. Oscar the Wiener, because obviously, well, it's not obvious why there's a hot dog person, but that his name would be Oscar is quite obvious. So you're awake, huh? You were unconscious in the woods beneath the marshmallow tree, so I brought you back to my place before any more monsters could bite your poofy head off. Any monsters, not anymore. No one got even a nibble in. Maybe some ants. Kind of a shame. I have to give you your wallet back. Hey, you stole my money? I honestly thought you were a goner, so I figured your money shouldn't go to waste. You're a bad person and you smell equally bad. Fool! Okay. I'm watching you. Don't worry, pal. I gave it back, didn't I? This isn't the full release, but I'll full release my fist in your face. Meta jokes about the demo. Well, thank you for everything. Bye. I feel like I should just start hacking him to little bits, into little cocktail weenies. There are two gentlemen arguing over a glass of milk. I have no idea if that's in reference to anything. It sounds so vague. You can't lift pots yet. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a pot. I was kind of upset about it. I wasn't sure where to direct that anger. There's a chance I would have taken it out on them. You see a confused marshmallow. I'm a little confused, trying to keep up with things. Oh, I want to bust right into your room full of treasure there, Oscar. You're gonna keep me at bay, though? You're not gonna let me at it? Oscar's mailbox is studded with paper. It looks like he gets a lot of mail. Upon closer inspection, they're actually dirty napkins. You, Oscar. You look inside the trash can and find a hamburger. Marshall, I didn't realize my name was Marshall. That's cute. I also like that his health is on like a stick, a row of marshmallows on a stick. He doesn't take it because that's disgusting. It's a good reason. Crocus. Ribbort. Grob Grobble. Hey there. I'm still learning to speak frog. You're doing great? Thanks, friend. Graboon. You've got a sword and a shield. Are you a knight? I am a knight. Grabbert, please save Shroomville from these horrible monsters out there. I can't practice with all this racket. Well, I might go into your house and smash up all of your pots. Or at least attempt to. I was hoping I'd be able to interact with all these little things all over the place. Whatever his cow amiibo is or whatever. And now here's Jeremy with sports. They're stabbing my eyes. Why did we approve this segment? I'm in pain on live TV. What the hell kind of sport were you guys playing? That seems very horrible for poor Jeremy. I don't approve. We gotta stick up for Jeremy's rights. Wanna drown in chocolate milk and prove your enemies wrong? Hire me. Available anytime. Grab a tab below and call me. All the tabs have been ripped off. Who's drowning people in chocolate milk? And look at that mushroom going wild over there working on that, like, little construction board. That's what people call things when they're building buildings. Handy construction whacker, the construction spike right into a construction board. Party Pete's rubber chickens, whoopee cushions, limited for all your party needs. It seems like you're making pretty good progress. I don't think you need any help. The park is under construction. Fungar and Fungil. Oh, because he's a guild mushroom. My bro here says we need to finish the park, but we don't got any help. And you're not going to get it. Not from me. Mr. Tolos? It's a little foggy indoors somehow. Listen to me. I'm telling you. The moon men are real. I saw them with my own eye. I have no reason to lie to you. If you believe you've come across them, do not interact with them. Avert your eyes and keep moving. Once acknowledged, they never... Video stopped. You hear a rewind, and it begins to play again. What is this spooky little room where nothing seems to actually be going on? Mr. Tolos seems to be a shady character. You find a broken propeller, but that doesn't seem useful to you at all. Did we pick it up and take it with us or anything? This like TV menu screen is kind of interesting. Map. The journal, and that's about all that we got on our little CTV for the time being. And dupes. Yo, pretty nice, right? I live off the land right here by this beautiful river. It's the wide eye there. I'm resourceful like that. Planning on heading to North Shroomville, bro? That's right. What's in North Shroomville, or who wants to know now? That's right, bro. Bruh. You don't even know? It's funny to have a sheep go bruh instead of bah. North Shroomville is hardcore. That's where the monsters have been coming from. Monsters? Yeah, monsters. Real slimy and just gross. I hate it. They started showing up after that new factory moved in. Since you don't seem like you're from around here, why don't you go talk to the mayor in town? Just up ahead. Where's town hall? Don't tell me what to do. Bro, you need to chill. Thanks. No problem, friendo. Hope your little trip goes well. Oh, and by the way, could you tell the girl with the horns at the bar I said hi? I'm not allowed in anymore. Well, that sounds like something you're gonna have to deal with. Smells like moldy cheese. I didn't really sign up for doing free tasks for everyone who comes asking, you know? Looks like fan mail. Well, who's this that people are all excited about? Random set of knights Orbeck. So I told him to get out of my bucket or I'd kick him in his cod piece. Wilson, I don't remember it happening like that. It happened. Your helmet is probably too tight to remember. Oh, those two were a riot, always getting up to shenanigans. Some weird, like, Power Ranger helmet on the wall. And a devil who works the bar. And she has her own little cow toy, also a fairy in a jar. Oscar is wanted for some reason. And a weird sack of loot with eyeballs. Harvco. So hey, you're new around here, Cakes. Shroomville isn't exactly a welcoming community. What with the slime monster stalking around town. Yeah, and there's literally trash everywhere. That is kind of a funny thing that, like, rather than the nice, peaceful, warm-up intro town, whatever that trope is, you get this just shithole. They don't scare me. You look pretty tough, though, Cakes. She's just committing to that nickname, huh? With that sword and shield? Reminds me of years ago when we used to have the Knights of Geldia looking after us. I'm so tough, I'm a bad dude. Settle down, squishy boy. You don't have to work that hard to impress me. Whatever. It was a joke, yeah. I want to help the people of Shroomville. Listen, Cakes. Please save the town. I believe in you. Maybe you'll convince our heroes to return one day. A special certificate? Only the coolest cats can afford this. Oh, 500 coins. Jeez. I have 0. And a mysterious item. Use this on enemies to capture them. You can even get some hits in while they're captured. Oh, so not like Pokemon captured. Oh, Orbeck and Wilson signed the bottom right of it. That's pretty funny. Well, if I find 10 coins lying around, I come back. If I strike it rich and find 510 coins, then I'm gonna buy the entire shop. Yeah, that was easier than I thought it would be. I honestly didn't think it would work. I'm surprised the game let me do that. Hey, how's it going? Who are we saying that to? Whoever will listen, I suppose. Just throwing it out there. Overgrown mushroom blocking the way to Port Azure. There isn't much room to get past. Not much room. You guys get it? Do you see? Maybe if I just take out the entire council, all the mushrooms, every one of them, they'll stop asking me for favors. And then I can just go about my day however I so choose. I will never have to report to anyone again. Oh, there's more of them than I expected, but I did get my first coin, so I guess I keep hacking them all to bits. Oh, you can sneak off into the corner here. I thought that seemed like it would be worth checking out. Hey, I'm trying to sleep in here. Sorry about that. It's not my fault you chose such a terrible place. Oh, I bet you can, like, build a bridge there or create one somehow, and I need to, like, add more trash to the heavily polluted garbage river they got going on here. Well, another one of those is what I felt like I needed. Maybe that's not a thing. My rate of coin acquisition has been quite poor. I don't think I'll get to 500 anytime soon. You find a copy of Space Toast in the garbage. Is that supposed to be like Space Ghost, Coast to Coast? It should stay there. Corgi 4! Secret Agent Corgi 4. Corgillus has a bone to pick. Art Blaster, the arcade game. It's just some guy sitting at a drawing table complaining about his shoulder. And Other, Her Loving Embrace. That's a real game. I've played that on the channel. That axe looks way too big for that kid. So does that mean that Art Blaster is also a real game? I love how indie games just reference each other on a regular basis. A documentary about documentaries are crippling our society. You see a robot turn into a car and immediately crash into a wall. Bark Wars. The big old honkin' sequel nobody asked for. Do easy steps to trip on your own feet. The steps would be you walking and tripping. 5 Geld bin of movies and shows. Wow, they have Father 3 for the Super Fancy Con. How to slap and honk your way to the top, a movie about lasagna. Mega Man Legends 3. I thought this was cancelled. I don't know much about Mega Man lore. Ooh, he's pretty fancy. I like the way, is that a lollipop or is it like a joystick from an arcade machine? Hey, if you find any tapes, bring them to me. I get the only working VCR in Geldia. Well, I guess having a video rental place is not a great business option then. No one's gonna come renting, bud. I have none tapes. So I guess I will not. I will return nothing. Ooh, what's that I just found? Maybe that was health or something. My gosh. I was not expecting the slimes to be so big. I've been playing for 15 minutes now. Ooh, did I just find a little secret area? I think I did. Cool. But everyone's just talking about these little slimes. You know, inconvenient, roaming around. They're kind of icky. And then I come up here and it's enormous. It's the size of a building. I wasn't ready for that. Surprisingly, it's just trash. Dang. Never would have guessed. The odds are so slim. Alright, now we can actually go exploring down here. Oh, you got 10 gelds. Well, that was easy as could be. I'll be up to 500 in no time at all. All the more coming in my way. I'm filthy friggin' rich. A little lawnmower that someone just abandoned? That whoops. Do we have a barking lawnmower? Can I push it? I feel like I want to contribute. I want to help the town green up their space a little bit, you know? Push it around, help mow some of the lawns. 10 gelds. Funny dancing waddly hippo. Tater. Hello, soft-headed brother. It's so dangerous in town these days. I used to handle the farming in town before the soil went rank. That was right after the river turned green, when the factory up north opened up. But as long as I have my trusty lawnmower by my side, well, life is good, little buddy. Your lawnmower ran away. Yeah, lawnmowers are cool. So for whatever reason, this lawnmower is this guy's, like, dog. What? I just fished it out of the river. Golf frumpin', darn it. Which way did it go? Back into the river? It's okay, it came back. Ah, it's in the river. No! Sorry to ruin your day like that. Hey, we finally found one of the squawking rubber chickens. What a soft bed. More cool masks on the wall that I don't know why everyone has so many masks and cow figurines and I don't know what any of it means. Why? Why is that guy's dog a lawnmower? I guess I'll just leave him to it. He'll step outside and I put him through that brief bit of misery there so that he can go back outside later and he'll find it there. It's returned to him and he'll be so relieved. So I brought him down just so we can have a high for the rest of the day. Shh, I'm undercover. I've said it before on this channel multiple times in multiple situations. I love when a game takes the time to give unique interactions for their trash cans. Since it's just a thing. People are going to interact with trash cans, you know? If you're going to put them in your game, I'm going to click on them. And I want to know. I want to know what kind of weird, random, fun, silly text you took the time into putting into each one. Oh, there you are. It's looking for ya. I just figured since I have the money, I might as well go buy the weird loot capture bag. Yeah, this guy. Thank you. So I guess I have that now. So I just chuck that right over top of people's heads. Can I do it to this guy? Prove that he's not as chill as he thinks he is when it comes right down to it. So you bash him up. Oh, they're toasting my marshmallow. It's getting all toasty, just like they said it would. Huh, I don't know. I hope that doesn't take away your ability to, like, earn gold off of it, you know? Or gelds. New and improved Party Pete Cola. Quench that thirst with some PP Cola. Ew. I'm assuming that's intentionally gross. Inez. Well now, in my hundreds of years of existence, I've never witnessed one so poofy and floofy as you. Hey, I'm cool and strong. I am the floofiest. Aw, I'm gonna pinch your cheeks. It won't just like rip off and be all sticky. But in all seriousness, I noticed the Geldian crest on your shield. Yeah, why are you looking at my shield? Relax, Floofy. I'm not gonna steal your shield, although I'd keep an eye on the other folks around here. I simply noticed the symbol on your shield when you walked in. The Geldian crest is our symbol of hope, justice, and order. It is the symbol of all good things in this world and embodies the spirit of prosperity. It is something people have forgotten about after what happened. What happened? An evil wizard made an attempt to destroy the world, but the Knights of Geldia saved us and disappeared forever. Who's the wizard? No one knows for sure, but some say he used to serve the old king. He turned against him in the kingdom. We're lucky to have survived. Cool. Want to sell me a globe for free so I can flip it and sell it to someone else? Toledo! Hopefully Toledo. Hey, do you know anyone here? It'd be really hard to talk with your tongue out like that. No, do you? Well, no. I feel better knowing that I'm not the only one who doesn't know anyone at the swap meet. The swap meet? I've heard enough from you, I think was the other option. You've never heard of the Shroomville Monthly Market Meet? I finally got my merchant permit. I can sell and trade stuff. Woohoo! And he brought a half-eaten pizza and then like cans and garbage. How do I get a merchant permit? You can pick one up at Port Azure. Oh, unfortunately the way out of town's blocked by giant mushrooms. Well, maybe someday we'll be able to have a wonderful blossoming piece of entrepreneurship as your table full of stuff. Toledo has a lot of items for sale. You don't see anything useful for anyone. It's one man's trash, and it continues to be everyone else's trash. It will always be trash. Hey, nobody can pass without permission from the mayor. Really? You guys are gonna be that big jerks about it? That dedicated to your protections? That's not hurting me, is it? It's weird that it's like causing smoke, but I don't think it's actually roasting me. I did want to try and go to the upper layer. Curious what they got going on up there. Oh, right. Forgot that there's a bunch of enemies just chilling outside. A bunch. There's two. There's exactly two. Oh, the staircase. Whenever I see it, it looks like a fridge. It's weird. It's weird that it doesn't have enough like depth or shading or whatever, so it doesn't automatically look like something that you can walk up. It's thrown me off pretty well every time. Whoa, a tire. Bring this to the gub truck. What the hell? I don't know what that is. I guess I'll go a looking. I can't equip it. I was trying to equip the tire, see what would happen. Oh, there's another way up. That should have been so much more obvious to me. Like, I was aware that there were things up here. I can't believe I didn't figure that out immediately. Wow, you're a fancy lad. You wouldn't happen to be the mayor, would you? Yeah, I should have known by how fancy he was. No one has that frilly of a collar without being in some position of power. Ah, you gotta help me, sonny. There's big trouble brewing in town and I don't know what to do. Aren't you the mayor? Well, you see, the thing about that is, I'm Barnabas Hoots and Voogles the 18th, the comptroller of Shroomville. The real mayor is a parrot named Party Pete. The guy who owns, like, the rubber chicken shop, is that right? Or no, he's the guy who has the cola. Maybe it's the same. He put me in charge when he left up north to investigate the factory. I don't care, you grubby fool. Everything you said makes no sense. Okay, listen, I'm not the mayor. You get me? Party Pete is the mayor. You got it? I don't get it, and I refuse to. I will be difficult about this till the very end. You're no help at all. Alright, we'll try this again. Pathetic. You're no help at all. Alright, well this time, aren't you the mayor? The thing is, I'm Barnabas. I don't care. Okay, well, yeah, I guess no matter what, I'm not helping this guy very much. Maybe I'll rob him first? I think I can help myself at least a little bit. I think that's fair. Maybe fair is the wrong word. Oh, wait, do you get it? You're terrifying. Be that as it may, you rapscallion, the mayor needs to get his bum back in office. You gonna help me or not? I'll find Party Pete for you. Thank you, Sonny. I couldn't do this without your help. Now please go bring the mayor back here so I can go back to my mercantile exploits. I mean overseeing town finance. Yeah. When we leave here, head out the north exit and find your way to the factory. The kids playing cards in front of you will let you pass now that you have my permission. Aha! I mean, you don't want to give me like a written note or anything? If it was just as easy as just saying I have your permission without a password or something, I should have just done that to begin with. So long, jerks. I should talk to them maybe. Charlotte! Ahoy! Ahoy. You don't get it, do you? You're crazy? Darn tootin'. You looking to make some money? Heck yeah. That's right. Factory stock, 25 gelds. Description, this will increase in value 4 times if the factory in North Shroomville begins making shipments to Port Azure. Waterway stock, 50 gelds. It'll be worth double after the waterway in town has been cleaned and shipping can resume. I guess the factory stock? They haven't added the stock to the demo yet. Come back at the full release. Waterway stock also not there. Do not break my concentration. I'm sorting my trading cards by rarity, then power, then type. I love trading cards. Oh, heck yeah, my man. I knew you'd be a trading card aficionado like me. So, you a player or a trader? Trader for sure. You're a trader? That's awesome. I want to be a trader one day. Traders make so much money speculating on the card market. I make so much money. That's awesome. Stop rubbing it in. I get it. You're good. Thank you. I just need to make sure that everyone was well aware of how good I was. Now that that information's out there, I feel much better. Has anyone seen my pants? They were last seen on my legs. Offering a reward. There's a doodle of a pair of pants with the words, "You'll never find them." I'll prove you wrong. Potentially. I'll go looking. I'll see what I can dig up. There's no evidence to suggest that I currently have pants myself. Perhaps I'm the one missing pants. Marta's coffee shop, straight ahead. The dump is to the right. I wouldn't go there if I was you. Honestly, if I had legs, I'd become a track and field athlete. Still the same guy, missing his legs. Filled to the brim with hot dogs. Wow, Oscar may be a mass murderer. Maybe he took out his entire family. A hedgehog is on the TV beatboxing. Is that a thing that Sonic has ever been known to do? Perhaps it's a different hedgehog, but he's certainly the most famous one. Party Pete's Rubber Chickens. That is also Party Pete. And we have the Gub truck. Sorry, Bub, I can't serve any food until I get all 4 of my tires back. Would you like 1 tire? I can offer up 1, if that in any way, shape, or form would be useful. It seems not. Seems like he's actively waiting for all 4. You received a tire. I'd bring it to the truck. That one's a little roughed up. It seemed quite deflated. What a big dump. Yeah, the dump tends to be rather dumpy. But I think it's unfair to judge it based on that. We can't really expect it to be much else now, can we? Can't interact with that mailbox either. Just a bunch of empty coffee cups. More Party Pete garbage all over the place. This guy really needs to learn how to clean up after himself. Making a real mess of the town. Marta! Hey there, I'm Marta. I run this cafe. Except there's a problem. We're running out of coffee. Oh no, not the coffee. I know, it's really terrible. Ever since the factory moved in up north, the coffee crop yield has been pretty bad. My associate Adam went off to search for coffee to harvest, but hasn't been back in a couple of hours. I'm worried about him. I'll find Adam. Here's someone who I will finally choose to help directly. Thank you so much. Rather than just incidental, rather accidental helpings along the way, I'll contribute what I can to this one. I don't really want to toast myself. I should probably avoid that situation when it comes up. No need to just go dunking my head straight in a torch just because it's there. Just because the glowing, warming glow is so tempting that it can't be looked away from, cannot be denied, must be experienced. Oh, Adam. Poor Adam. Super dead, I would guess. The monsters attacked me. I don't have any energy left. Please. Hey, get a hold of yourself. Bring me coffee. He doesn't look so good. Better tell Marta. Well, let's just go collect some of this coffee then. It's blocking coffee rather than useful coffee. I hate when that happens. Makes life so much more difficult. You found Adam. I can't believe he got himself into trouble like that. Here, give him this quickly before it gets cold. A coffee elixir gives you unlimited stamina for 1 minute. Please save Adam. I don't know. It seems like he wrote a check he couldn't cash. Seems like perhaps his own fault in that I shouldn't be responsible for this man's poor decision making. But I suppose I could lend a small little hand here. This is it. The coffee elixir. I'm completely revived. For 1 minute, so maybe, you know, hustle up. Get out of there while you still can, sort of thing. Don't light these torches. They put them too close to the factory and they trigger the fire safety alarm. Anyone can get in if it's set off, so don't do it. Don't you do it. You'll be awful careful with that. I think the first thing I'd like to do is gather up a few coins, maybe relax for a little bit, do a little bit of fishing, search for a tire, maybe take a break, pick this back up again tomorrow, and then I'll think about lighting the torches. I see no urgency in any of this. Honestly, I don't know how I would light the torches. I've pretty much explored the whole map, I believe. What am I missing? Do I have to go take damage to light the tip of my health meter? I guess I just have to stand next to this long enough to start myself on fire. I noticed the smoking earlier, but I never seemed to, like, start myself ablaze. How the heck did I manage to do that for a quarter second before? I, like, did it so long that it was over and done before I had barely even noticed that it had happened. You, like, can't be standing near it. There you go. If you're standing too much near it, then when you get lit on fire and you end up touching it, that's what screws you over, is you have to be pointing in a direction so you don't immediately run into the wrong thing when you light yourself on fire. So if I do this and I'm facing the torch, as soon as I do get lit on fire, you just end up running into the torch and you put yourself out again. So that's why that wasn't working. Rubber chickens scattered absolutely everywhere. Ew, gross. Those sludgy, oozy mushrooms are much worse than the big ones. I don't like these guys. I don't like them. Stay back. No, I want to hang out. I got my own plans for the day. You guys are going to have to deal with that on your own time. What is going on with the rubber chicken factory here? Could really use some PPE cola. What a weird framing device for, like, I don't know, a villain? Is this a thing full of, like, spleens? Stomachs? It's unclear. What is any of this? Stop hitting the forklift switches with swords. If they aren't moving, call maintenance. Also, stop using the lifts to get on top of the crates. We can't afford more lawsuits. Oh, well, I'm for sure climbing up on top of that. Right? Someone give me a quick lift. Show me what's up. I wanna go take a look-see. Quick switch to move them around. But that's not really what I'm trying to do. Now if I were to just climb up onto it, oh, there you go. Thanks for the quick lift, pals. I got myself some nice gelds. But now I do feel marginally stuck up here. I guess I have to just take the forklift back down again. I, for whatever reason, didn't think to just interact with it when first climbing up on top of it. That wasn't my immediate instinct. Turns out it's very easy to get around. 50, maybe someday we'll afford the big 500 certificate. But I don't feel particularly motivated to work towards it, I gotta tell you. It's a pretty far off goal from mine. Well, navigating that wasn't quite so tricky. Hey there, giant business bear. What you got going on? Want to share your business know-how with me? Well, that sure did end quickly. Feel like that might not have been the real boss. Crap! We're out of funds. We're getting paid? Only if we take this to Kickstarter. Did someone say Kickstarter? Well, this is just the demo. Did we ever complete the credits? I copied the end credits to Tokyo Drift. Kidding. It's all done. Run the credits already. I only had 2 of the tires, and I knew one other one was available at the shop. But I don't even know where the 4th one would have been. That was a sudden end. I guess if you don't want to give away any of the story stuff with the boss or whatever, that's kind of funny. Thanks for playing. We hope to see you for the Kickstarter. Unclear when exactly that's going to happen. These guys already have a pretty big following on Twitter. I guess they've built that up just by sharing screenshots and things of all of it. Matt the Wizard Emerson. That's not someone who worked on Her Loving Embrace, is it? That would make sense if that were the case, but I honestly don't entirely know. I'm suspicious that the Kickstarter of this will be relatively successful, though, since they already have quite a bit of a following. It's a pretty polished demo. Well, I don't feel like re-earning all the gold or anything to try and get the gold certificate. I guess I didn't find all the tires. It's just an early look at things to give you a sense of what the larger game would or could be. No Kickstarter as of yet, but I'm guessing that they're planning something, so keep an eye out for that. Follow them on Twitter, I guess would be a good way to keep an eye out for something like that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.